Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome back to Gray Malkin Gaming and Collectibles. I am Gray Malkin, joined by Mrs. Gray Malkin.
What's up?
And we are here as D-Gens continue to unite. And we are bringing you our second product review. Today we're really excited about this particular box. This is the Marvel Beginnings Volume 2 Series 1 Trading Cards set. This is a set that, what would you say, Mrs. Gray, is very misunderstood?
Completely misunderstood.
Why is it misunderstood?
People don't understand where these characters are coming from. They don't understand why they have these unknown characters alongside characters like Carnage, and they don't understand it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When it first came out, it was people didn't know how to receive it, did they?
No, and I can honestly say that when we first saw it, I sort of I wanted to wait because I didn't really know how to feel about it. It really was a pivot from the original Volume 1 Beginnings that was released, and there was a definite different look to it. And I was like, okay, I just wanna sit back. I just want to see what we're going to find here, because it was such a change in style. I liked the style, but I didn't really know how I felt about it as a whole. But I didn't know anything. I can honestly say that first volume, I didn't know anything about Beginnings.
Yeah.
I know a lot more now.
Yeah, it's been out a little while now, and there's been a lot of packs ripped across the interwebs. It's a really cool set. And the way it's designed is to really tell the story of all the Marvel characters in the comics. Starting with Namor, who is card number 1 in this set, who made his first appearance in 1939.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right as World War II is breaking out, Namor is the guy that they consider heroic. It's exotic at the time because he comes from Atlantis. And again, if you ever see Back to the Future and you ever see the Under the Sea Dance in the early 30s and 40s, that was like a thing. That was a fascination at the time. So he's really a man of his time.
Yeah.
But he is the first card in this set. It's not alphabetical, but we're going to get into it.
Yeah, we'll get into that as we go. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the box. Here's what we can expect, guys, and it's a lot.
This is a massive set.
Yeah, it's a really big set. It's got a base set size of 180 cards, and there are 9 cards per pack, 15 packs per box. Okay, so you're getting 15 packs in these hobby boxes, 135 cards in total. What you can expect to hit in these boxes are flipped effects parallels, illustration boards, first appearance variations, other additional inserts which we'll highlight as we go along, but these are going to be different color parallels to the base cards, along with some rainbow foil parallels, and then some of your more in-demand inserts like your numbered parallels. You can also hit autographs. So there are signature comic clipping checklists. There's signature comic clipping booklets, as well as creator gallery signatures. Okay, so there's 3 different autograph subsets. Then as far as your memorabilia goes, there are comic clippings, all of which are numbered and tiered, okay? And then you have lineage booklets. These are all numbered out of 5.
Now, I will say there's been a lot of talk about these lineage booklets, and these are really maybe the most massive hit within the set, showing his transition over the beginning of his existence and birth of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I guess.
just the evolution of the character. And then there are 1-of-1 Mega Splash Jumbo clippings. These are all coming from Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1. So it's all going to be based around Spider-Man, as well as Avengers Volume 1 and X-Men Volume 1. So there are some massive hits to pull out of the comic clippings.
Memorabilia category.
Yep, there are also buybacks. These are all numbered out of 10, and there are 108 of them that are possible. And then finally, the different inserts. We'll see some of these as we go through. We'll highlight those as we see them in the packs. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We're also looking for some sketches. We're going to look for printing plates, things like that. So, yeah.
And the illustration boards, which I think is going to be a top runner.
Yeah.
As the boxes get more scarce.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, well, wish us luck as we dive in to show you a hobby box of Marvel Beginnings Volume 2, Series 1.
Now, thinking back on some of the other sets comparatively, I would really compare this to Marvel Ages, right? Mm-hmm. It's just in mass and size alone. But again, you get a lot of different characters that we just don't see all the time in there.
Right.
But it's really kind of interesting because they all have a story to tell. And hopefully we'll be able to see some of those when you start opening them.
Okay. Let's go to it.
I do like how many cards come in a pack in this set.
Yeah, it is nice. 9 cards. And they have them split up, as we'll show you here. So your first 3 cards are going to be base. So here we have Drax, Black Talon, Constrictor. Now we'll see our first parallel, which is a red Jessica Jones. And we're going to go from the back. Wonder Man.
Nice.
Cloak.
Love that cloak.
Mm-hmm. It's really good. Asp. And then let's check out our parallels.
Oh, black already?
We got a black Echo,
Beautiful.
followed by a rainbow Echo.
Beautiful. Even better.
That works.
It does. They did a really good job. She does not have 100% fabulous cards. This is a fabulous card for Echo.
Got to get our cards sleeved up here. Card shells. Only product we use to protect the cards. Definitely check them out if you haven't.
And you can check them out on the website.
That's right. You can also visit GrayMalkinGaming.com to pick some up there, or head to the Card Shells website to grab some for yourself. Okay, so we got one of our rainbows out, as well as one of the blacks.
Now, we usually get 2 black parallels a box. Is that correct?
Yeah, I
On
believe
average?
that's correct. Yeah,
Okay.
it's 1 in 6. So you might get 3. You could, but yeah, normally it's going to be 2. All right. Second pack, Purple Man.
I actually really like this Purple Man. I know that this is not a fan favorite, and people don't, but I don't think they understand how long he's really been around.
He has been around a while, yeah.
Yeah.
He's just got a very like 50s George Jetson look about him.
In this particular card, absolutely.
Princess Python.
I love this card, by the way.
Jack of Hearts. This one goes back quite a ways. And then our red is Dreamweaver. We have Havoc.
Nice.
followed by a Ms. Marvel. And then Squirrel Girl. For our parallels, 2 reds here, Dreamweaver and Foreigner.
Nice color match on that.
It is. Matches the Spidey and the dice really nice.
I love color matching on these parallels.
And then, okay, here's our first illustration board.
Oh, let's go.
And this is a Thundera. So the illustration boards are really cool. Just a nice black and white parallel of the kind of, I guess, the concept art maybe you could compare it to.
Yeah. Or artist proof, very similar to masterpieces when we see those artist proofs that are in there.
Yep. Yep.
Or APs, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the preliminary arts, stuff like that.
Like I said, I really liked them. There was a creative set that Rittenhouse put out a few years.
Well, I wish it was a few years ago.
I know,
yeah.
quite a few years ago now. But those illustration boards that were in that set have always been a fan favorite. People chase them.
Got Human Torch, Surtur,
Poor guy.
Whizzer.
Let's go.
One of Mrs.'s favorites.
Whizzer is hilarious. I don't care who you are. He's in a yellow suit and his name is Whizzer.
There we go. There's another nice kind of color match, red on the Molten Man.
And we get a sneak peek of Spidey in this one.
Yeah, a little cameo there. Mm-hmm. Emma Frost.
Kind of a photo bomb, if you will.
Yeah. Speed.
Speed.
Mm-hmm. And U.S. Agent.
Beautiful.
Parallels now. First blue is Bats.
Nice color match on him.
Mm-hmm. And then, okay, Cosmic Alpha, Cosmic Cube. So this is also one of the inserts. This highlights some of the, I guess, items and weapons within.
Well, it's the alpha level sort of accessories or weapons or pieces of our heroes and villains that we love so much.
So this one is highlighting the Cosmic Cube, and that is Cosmic Alpha 5.
Now, I do like these. I'm not a huge fan of the zigzag border.
Same. I thought they could have done something a little bit more interesting with these.
Just because the whole set is really beautiful.
Right. Yeah, this one just kind of feels phoned in a little bit.
But I do like them taking a minute to acknowledge some of these things.
Yeah.
And making it a part of this set.
Yep. All right, next one. We have Heimdall. Pepper Potts. This was definitely one of the cooler designs, I thought, with the element for iron in the background. Just a really cool depiction of Pepper in this card. Quicksilver. And then a red alloy. We have Sentry. Cosmic Ghost Rider. This is a really cool one.
Have you been watching for first appearances?
I have been, yes. And then Cannonball. Yeah, the first appearance variants are very easy to miss. You really have to know what you're looking for. Hopefully when we hit one, we can point it out to help you guys spot them a little bit better. So, all right. Red alloy. Another blue. This is going to be Copperhead.
Well, that's wicked.
It really is.
Very nice background match there.
And then I believe we've got our first flipped FX of Odin. Now, this is one we have not seen.
No, it's really great. So the flipped FX is when they take what would have been the smaller window picture of their original appearance and they've flipped it with their now modern self.
Yeah.
So the older version is now the big portion of the card, and there is texture within these. They've done a beautiful job of not only making them rainbowy and shimmery and shiny like we like on our cardboard, but they've added a little extra texture to them, which I think really adds a little something. I really like the flipped FXs.
Yeah, they're cool. And that's Flipped Effects 58. Nice.
You know, I would like to address the timeline at this point. Since we've gone through a few packs now, we see what the borders of the cards and stuff like that look like.
Yeah.
Going back to Namor, who is a character that I had very little interest in, by the way, before we opened this set.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're going to sweat that one out.
Excellent. Namor is number 1 in the base set checklist. And checklists are great. They actually tell you a lot. If you ever dive into any Upper Deck Marvel card set, study their checklist because there are things in there that are going to tell you a lot.
Yep.
When I looked at the number 1 spot on the checklist and I saw Namor, I said, why in God's name would he be number 1?
Yeah.
Why would he be there? And then I looked on the back of the card. And I realized that they're in order of appearance. All of these characters that are in...
For this series.
For this series.
Yeah.
And I believe that they always have been. And I believe that the next one will be as well. There are characters that are not in this set. And they will be in the next series of Volume 2. So, Volume 2, Series 2, Beginnings, when that comes out, you will have more of these characters in their timeline.
There's a Wicked Annihilation.
There's a Wicked Annihilation. And by the way, just FYI, oh my.
There we go. And we're pretty sure this is Riot's first card, right?
Yes.
Wouldn't necessarily call it a rookie because, by definition, a rookie card has stats attached to it. But this is definitely his first card.
First appearance card, yeah.
Yep. And it is a really cool one.
I'm so glad that Riot got a card. I'm glad that the symbiotes are actually getting a little bit more of a presence. But just going back to our first red parallel, Man-Bull, I think this is a wicked card. Some people laugh at Man-Bull, but there's also a Matador in this set.
Right.
In the Marvel Universe. Let's go.
Our blue is Stingray. And then here is another one of the insert sets. This is the Deep Lore Weapon Plus program. And so this one says Truett Hudson faced the exposure of the Weapon X program. And then it gives you a little character profile on Truett Hudson. And this is the Deep Lore Weapon Plus program number 13.
Now, I know that these don't get a lot of love, but I actually really like them. There's something to learn on them, and I like that.
I think they're cool. It's very similar to the Cosmic Alphas. I feel like they could have done something just a little bit more to set them apart.
Yeah. Okay.
You know? Because they are just kind of plain. The green really doesn't do anything for me. And when you're highlighting something like the Weapon X program, like, you know, give some red in there. I don't know. It's just one of those things where I wish they would have done something a little bit more to make it feel a little bit more special.
Yeah, because I feel like this is a really premium set.
Mm-hmm. And not at a premium price.
Right.
You know, not at the price of masterpieces right now. So we got Doc Strange, the Mad Thinker, the regular base on Copperhead.
Nice.
Hey, this is a nice Beta Ray Bill red. Slingshot. Callisto. Followed by Speedball.
Go to parties.
And our parallels. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Very nice black parallel Thor. That looks really good. The blue looks nice because of all the blue.
I know, but
the
he really
red
pops.
is nice with the cape, but this black actually looks really good.
The black parallels might be my favorite out of the red, blue, and black.
And then our other illustration board is going to be Surtur.
Very nice. Yeah, there's just something to these black parallels. I would love to see a full base set in the black parallel. I think that I don't know who came up with this idea of this black parallel, but it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I wish there was more of them.
Also a bit of an aggravator for those of you who may grade, because black borders are very tough to grade, but they do look nice.
Yep.
All right. Captain Britain, little cameo of Sis over here, Psylocke. Wicked songbird.
It really is.
Martine Bancroft. Well, we're just going to leave that upside down. That's interesting. Okay. Base Stingray. We got Bats. And then Cassandra Romulus.
I actually love that base card.
And this one's funny too, because this could almost look like one of the first appearance, because this is an older image.
Yeah.
Right? The difference between the two is not terribly distinguishable, but the first appearance variant does not have the blacked out background in the circle.
Right, they have the scene present.
So as we can see here, it is just the base. All right. So Davin Shikari for the red. Upside down and flipped. Interesting. Manifold. Captain Marvel, Thor cameos there. And another rainbow, and it's going to be Griffin.
I thought they did such a good job with this one.
Yeah, the Griffin's really cool.
It's really cool. I'm not sure how many cards he has.
Probably not many.
I feel like I've seen one in maybe one of the vintage sets. I'll have to
Really?
look him up. Yeah, we'll have to look him up.
Well, if you ever want to know, we can always head over to the trading card database. Check it out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to sweat that one out too. Cathone. Just a wicked looking demon. Base Thor. Enchantress.
I love this Enchantress.
Yeah, this Enchantress is really nice. We have a numbered blue parallel of her. And it looks really cool. Red Goliath.
Nice.
Followed by the Maker. Profile. We've had some fun doing some comparisons of likenesses to Profile. Some people think that he looks like James Woods. I thought he looked like an early '80s Stan Lee.
Yep.
And then we've got, for the last base, Jack-o'-lantern.
Great card.
Going into a blue Jubilee.
Let's go, Jubals.
Absolutely. Have not seen the blue Jubilee. Very nice. And behind that, okay, this is a 1 per box hits, a team formations card, and this is for the Marvel Knights: Daredevil, Punisher, Bullseye, Elektra, and Kingpin.
Okay, so my favorite part of these is, number one, there's only one a box.
Yeah.
Okay. But it also keeps the same format of the base cards in the same curved corner and the timeline on the back. I really like these. I think these are highly underrated.
Yeah, they're cool. They are cool. And again, much like the Deep Lore, the Cosmic Alpha, I wish they would have done something a little bit different just to make them stand apart a little bit.
But I like that they look like the base cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. But I understand what you're saying.
I mean, for a one per box hit, they could have made it a little bit prettier.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, there we go.
All right, base Griffin. Mr. Fantastic.
This is a great card.
Showing off those stretchy powers. Mm-hmm. Mariko. This was a cool surprise as we started opening this product up to see a Mariko in here.
And they did a beautiful job with this.
Yeah.
I mean, it really looks like that's all glowing and another one.
Another upside down flipped red parallel. Too funny.
Interesting.
Danny Moonstar. Spidey 2099.
I do like this.
Yes, the red and the blue and the black base parallels are all really nice matches to the artwork that they chose for this card. And then we've got Achilles. Probably butchering the pronunciation. Let me know in the comments how bad. We say Achilles.
We do. We do say Achilles.
Poor guy's missing a horn.
Well, he's like robotic.
All right, what's going on with this tiger shark? The blue Eamon. Again, let us know if you pronounce it different. So, yep, red.
We don't call her M&M
tiger
anymore.
shark. We do call her M&M. Just at first glance, it looks like M&M sometimes. Okay, and then our second deep lore weapon plus. Luke Cage took a shocking chemical bath. So there's your little character profile on Luke Cage and how he got the powers that he did.
I do like the lore. I like what they have to say. If
Yeah.
you actually take the time to read them, they're pretty fantastic, actually.
Well, and it's a nice compliment to the set because, again, on the back of every card, you have a timeline. This timeline is meant to educate collectors, new and old, on who these characters are, where they came from. You know, so I mean, this whole set has a purpose.
Yeah.
It's not just for the flashiness, although I know I'm complaining about lack of flash on inserts, whatever. But, you know, we've grown accustomed to these boxes and we're looking for the big hits, right? We're looking for the one of ones and we're just looking for something to flip through. This, in our opinion, is not something that you just flip through.
Now, before you move on from Mary Jane there, Arcade is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Because his original card in the 90s is fantastic.
Yeah.
And nobody knows who Arcade is. Unless you do vintage sets, you're not going to know who he is. This Mary Jane, she looks like Barbie.
Yeah, a little bit.
Let's go. This it's a fan favorite. All the wives like that one.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to convince your wife, just say, look, Barbie's on a card.
Blastar. This is bizarre. We've never
seen this.
These things flipped upside down. Hey, there's your girl. There's Dazzler.
I love this art.
Yeah, they chose a nice depiction of her. Spot.
I like the Spot.
A little cameo of Spidey's feet at the top.
He's photobombing everybody.
I don't know whose feet these are at the bottom, though. And then Echo.
Got an Echo base.
Yeah, we've got a 3-card Echo rainbow coming out of this box right now. Okay, so Baron Blood on the red. This is the Winged Wolverine, as some people call him.
Totally.
Followed by the Red Pilgrim. Lots of red color matching there. And our next flipped FX. Oh. Well, that's a pretty nice one.
It's beautiful.
That is a pretty nice one. Miss Valkyrie.
Very underrated character.
Yeah.
She has beautiful cards. And this is no exception to that. In fact, in the last few sets, I would say that hers have been quite superior, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hit, in one of our breaks on Whatnot, we hit the Alpha Orange
Of this.
of this Valkyrie. And it looked really good. So check it out. We've got some Asgardians coming out in our flipped effects. Odin
And echoes.
and Valkyrie. Got some echoes happening.
Yeah. Echo.
All right, we're down to the last few packs here before we get to our hits. Silver Samurai. The Blade is really cool. This has been a fan favorite card as well in our community. Because the Blade just looks awesome. But then Mr. Knight hanging out next to him. Uatu.
Again, another wicked card. I love it when they do the 3 panels of the comic in front. It's very nice.
Another
I don't
upside-down
understand this.
red.
We've never seen
No.
this.
First time. We got Johnny Watts.
What's his name?
Watts. What is that you said? Husk. And the Rogue. Everybody loves the Rogue bringing donuts.
This is a cult favorite right here.
Yeah.
Everybody's searching for that one.
So Damien Hellstorm, red
Nice.
and upside down. Pretty appropriate colored parallel for the character.
Yeah.
Then the blue Songbird. And the Point in Time. Okay, so this is another one that you get 1 per box. This highlights a very significant moment in the comic universe. Dr. Bruce Banner was hit with dangerous gamma radiation, and the Hulk was born. And this is Point in Time number 1.
Nice.
So that's a cool one.
Now, do you still feel the same way about that particular insert? That they maybe could have done a little something extra with that?
This one I don't mind, just because the little squiggly, I guess kind of ropes, if you want to call them that, at the top do give them a little bit of a different feel. But then the back is also really cool too.
I do like that. I like the split back.
Because
with
you
the
get
art
the character,
and the
right?
words,
Like, so
yeah.
here you have Bruce Banner, and then you flip it to learn more, and there's Hulk.
Yeah.
So the Point in Times I'm okay with. I'm okay with those. We got a Chameleon.
Nice.
Charles Xavier. I still have not seen a first appearance. Nightshade.
They're not in every box.
Even though you'll see on some checklists
I know.
that there's supposed to be 1 per box. We don't know if that's a collation and distribution error or if it's an error on the reporting side.
Yeah.
We got Shadrach,
It seems as though the
Shadrach.
first appearances have replaced one of the hits in the box.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got Sin. And the hood. This is a really great hood.
It is.
Love this art. Redstone. We got 3rd black in this box.
Isn't that funny?
Of spots. That works.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
That works very well.
I love it so much. I love
That's
the black
great.
parallels. And, I mean, you can't get a cooler color match than that.
And a Captain Britain illustration board.
Nice. That is phenomenal. And it's so funny, you just said that you could hit third.
Sometimes.
Statistically speaking, you
Yeah.
could hit a third. Well, we did.
Yeah.
This is the first box I've ever seen a third in. I
Yeah,
think.
because these are supposed to be 1 in 6. There's
Yeah.
15 packs to a box, so you do have that chance to hit the additional black.
Crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Off we go. Last pack, we got Gorgon, Colleen Wing, Ulick. Oh. Well, we'll take that. Summoner. Feral. One thing that's remained consistent with her is that wild hair.
Truth. Absolute truth right there.
And then the Sentinels.
Wow. I love these base cards.
All
I think
right.
they pick some really great art in here.
So we've got double reds, and that's another great red, but we love to see this.
That's a big boy card right there.
The red Wolverine.
In the
this
oversuit.
Is probably the primary chase character out of this set, just as far as your well-known
Other than Riot.
top characters. Spidey, Iron Man, Hulk, Venom,
Yeah.
Carnage.
Carnage is in here.
Carnage is in here. We didn't see a Carnage, well, at least not yet. But yeah, the Wolverine is definitely, I don't know, your top popular character.
Yeah,
from
and it's
Series
interesting to me because on the pack art there's a Hulk. Now I'm not sure why that is there.
Well, we can talk about that too, where you have Hulk on the pack art, but then your box art has Spider-Man, Iron Man, Black Panther, none of which are in this series of Volume 2 either. So
Right, and so I'm
very
not...
interesting design choice.
Well, I think there's probably a reason there.
We'll find out.
We will find out as the next series come out.
And here's another great red parallel. The Onslaught.
Another person that's been upping their game on their cards.
And our third... Yeah, our third... You're going to love this. The Impossible Man, flipped
Okay.
effects. Story time. Tell him, Mrs. Gray.
I had no idea who this character was, and he got so much flack when they started opening these boxes. This is bar none become maybe one of my favorite characters that I do not PC because he doesn't have enough cards of him in the Marvel Universe. The great thing about Impossible Man is he's really comic relief. So he is actually in a comic where he is annoying the Fantastic Four, and he finally discovers comic books in the Marvel Universe. And he's like, I want to be a character in a comic book. And they say, okay, we're going to take you down to headquarters Marvel. We're going to take you down to where they make comic books, and we're going to ask Stan Lee to make a comic book of you. He goes to Stan Lee, and Stan Lee, in the comic book, on the page, is standing in front of Howard the Duck. Mm-hmm. And he says, absolutely not. That would be a ridiculous comic of a ridiculous character. And it's this really, it's really breaking that fourth wall. It's this sort of pointing fun at themselves and this comic thing. Impossible Man may be one of the coolest characters you've never heard of. Look him up.
Yeah.
He's worth knowing. I believe he's number 10 in the set. Maybe 5?
He's early on.
He's
that's for
early
sure.
on in the set. So he comes around pretty early.
Well, this is flipped effects number
Right.
34.
So we'd have to check the base.
Yeah, if we check the base, we can tell you. But yeah, his timeline starts in 63. So yeah, he's definitely within the first 10.
I want to say he's number 10.
Yeah.
So he is a he's a shapeshifter, but he has unlimited shape shifting and
Yeah.
changing abilities. So he actually turns into the Fantastic Four. He actually turns into the weapons. I think he turns into Mjolnir at one point when he's annoying Thor. I really wish they would bring this character back. He's phenomenal. So that's a pretty good one for me
Yeah.
to hit.
All right, you ready for this?
I don't know. I have no idea.
So we do have a hit in here, and it is pre-sleeved, which is always a good sign. So let's check it out.
Thank you for
Franklin
my sword.
Richards. There's the Matador you mentioned earlier.
He's always in there with Mamble.
Yeah.
I've noticed. Yeah, they kind of go hand in hand, and I think that's a beautiful card as well. Oh,
Nice. Okay.
Eminem.
Not Eminem, but Eminem. Followed by the base Jubilee. And that's it. So with this particular hit, you actually don't get your 9 cards, you get 7. I lied to you, it's 8. Forgot about the other parallel underneath.
There we go.
So, alright, so red Cyclops, very nice.
Beautiful.
With the rest of the X crew behind him.
Although X-23 is getting cut
The
off there.
blue Captain Britain also looks really nice. And we have got one of the acetates. This insert is called the Transparent Past. It's a thicker acetate card. And there's only 20 characters in this set.
Yeah.
So there are 3 tiers to them. And let's see who we've got. The Iron Man. Absolutely love it. He is TP24, so this is the second tier. They go 1 through 20, then 21 through 40, and then 41 through 60.
Wow.
So this is the Tier 2 Iron Man Transparent Past. Has a little bit of a blurb here about the character, but these are really, really nice.
Beautiful. I love that.
Yep.
I haven't seen that one.
This is a very cool Transparent Past.
I haven't seen the Transparent Past of Iron Man, so this is really good.
Which means we've got our last hit of the box coming out of this pack. Okay, I was just thinking we haven't hit a Black Cat. We got her right here. Gorgeous art done by the very well known and extremely well loved J. Scott Campbell. Fin Fang Foom.
He's E.T.
He is E.T. The big wheel, this one gets some laughs because it's so obscure.
He keeps on turning, and that's
He
a character.
does.
That is not a machine.
Wow, we got a red Sabretooth to go with the red Wolverine. And this looks really nice with the red.
It's beautiful. It's funny. Do all the parallels have white in them? Or is that his hair?
That's his, like his cowl.
His mane, his cowl.
Rio Morales, Miles' mom.
Beautiful.
I'm not a huge fan of the art they chose for that particular card.
Still good.
Hirokala. Well, there you go. A little sneak peek. Warpath.
Nice.
Behind the Sabretooth is Red Collective Man. We always have a good time and say that this looks just like Channing Tatum.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
All right, so we just gave you a little sneak peek on our parallel here, and this is a great one. Let's freaking go.
It's so good.
Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider.
Oh, it's beautiful.
This is the Green Rainbow Mirror World out of 61, number 57. And this is nice. This is our second Ghost Rider character that we have hit.
Let's see those flames in the back.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that. There's something really special about what they did with these foilings and these colored foils.
Look at that.
Love
and
the greens.
it's the whole card too.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Beautiful. That was a beautiful box.
And that's about what you can expect from a beginnings box. The Transparent Past, there's 4 to a case, roughly. It's not numbered, so this does take place of the numbered hit. Otherwise, you can expect to find 2 numbered hits in a box. So we did pretty well, I think. We got our Transparent Past. We got the longest name ever. The Green Rainbow Mirror World.
I like that. I like that they're
It's
changing
cool.
it up a little bit.
And then our 3 flipped effects. A couple of Asgardians in Odin, Valkyrie, and Impossible Man. And then 3 black parallels. Echo, Thor, and Spot. And our 2 rainbows were Echo and Griffin. It's a really fun set to rip, especially knowing a little bit more about it, we hope.
If you are a lover of Marvel and all of the lore that it has for the characters that you love so much, if you're a completionist, this is a phenomenal set to chase. It will not be finished overnight. So there's a little bit more of, pillaging and finding and gathering, which I think it can be better. Some of these sets are not that large.
Yeah. Yep.
But this is really for the collector, and if you are familiar with comics, you're going to love this.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with some of the older characters, you're going to love this. This is going to take you back. And it really follows pop culture. It really follows a timeline that is integrated within the Marvel Universe.
Definitely. Yep. Yeah, so that is the box. I think for us, in terms of how we feel about it, we really like it. We really enjoy opening this set. We like everything that it has to offer, especially the obscure characters. Yeah, you're not going to fly through one of these hobby boxes and find all of the super popular characters. This is not a set that's designed to do that. This is going to take us on a journey, as Series 2 and Series 3 conceivably are going to be released in the coming years, probably.
Yeah.
So we like it. We think everyone else has enjoyed it so far, especially as we've tried to share a little bit more about what we know and how we kind of perceive the set to be.
Yeah. I think it's different when you look at it through those eyes, when you realize that there's a little bit more purpose here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plus, I think the price point is fantastic, and you can get some beautiful, low-numbered hits out of it. You can get some really rare finds of some major characters,
right.
And we do have some new ones. Riot having a card. If you're a symbiote fan, Riot,
That's
you know
definitely
who
one
he
you're
is.
chasing.
Yeah, you know who he is, and you know the Spider universe and the symbiote universe. So there were some really neat surprises in this set.
Definitely. All right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the video. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content from us. We plan on pumping out some more. Also, make sure you head to graymalkingaming.com if you want to find more information about card shells, supplies, and products, and check out anything that we have listed there. So, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.